as we've been talking about, and we can't stop talking about, the snow is finally melting, and with it, all the salt we've been using on our roads and sidewalks.
Yes, Anne Arundel County community reporter Caroline Forback joins us live now in Annapolis with how snow melt impacts the environment. Caroline.
Environmental experts say as the snow melts, freshwater systems get a big rush of salt, causing damage that can linger for years. It's the sound of snow finally melting after weeks of frigid temperatures. As it melts, it washes away the road salt still scattered on streets and sidewalks, but it doesn't just disappear.
All of that salt ends up going into the surrounding ecosystems.
The road salt, which is mostly sodium chloride, dissolves into snowmelt and flows into storm drains and eventually the Chesapeake Bay. Smithsonian Environmental Research Center ecosystem ecologist Rebecca Hale says once salt gets into tributaries like the Severn River, it increases the overall salinity of the water. That can make freshwater systems become brackish or even as salty as the ocean, which is very harmful to freshwater species.
That salt water is going to draw water out of their bodies, and they're not going to be able to survive, or it can affect the way that they eat and metabolize, their reproduction.
Hale says this can cause chronic problems over time,
where streams and rivers, lakes are getting saltier and saltier and saltier, and that has a lot of important ecosystem impacts.
She says Smithsonian researchers have also seen huge increases in chloride concentration in our drinking water sources over the past few decades due to road salt runoff.
It's not removed by our standard drinking water treatment processes, so you can remove it through processes like reverse osmosis, but that's really expensive and difficult and hard to do at scale. There's not a lot that we can do once it's in the water.
She says what we can do is be conservative with the amount of salt we're using and then try to sweep it up before it gets washed away. And researchers say you really only need a handful of rock salt per square yard for de-icing. And by using only what's needed, we can all help reduce the amount of salt that runs into our waterways. Reporting live here on your corner in Annapolis, Caroline Forback for WJZ.
Good to know. Thank you, Caroline. Sweeping up is what we might be doing over the next few days. We've had several days of warmer temperatures, melting a lot of the snow and ice. Let's get an update.